Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Football Critics. It's a boy Nelson, and I'm here with Nkonzo Mthelezi. I'm here with Nhlanhla Mutima. Nhlanhla, we told you. Nkonzo and I told you. We told you that Sialula. And as I don't believe him, you weren't as confident as Nhlanhla and I. And we told you. South Africa is through to the next round, which is a round of 32. How are you guys feeling?
Hey, Shifethu, Mnandi, mfethu, like umnandi. And going back to what I've been saying last week, I was proven wrong, and I am 100% happy with I'm proven wrong. Yeah, but what I said last week, it wasn't to Guti. I want South Africa to lose or anything. Obviously, I'm South African. I'll never want my own country to lose. Yeah, but I was just basing it on like on paper. I understand more than Uguti yeah. But I was just basing it on paper. I was just looking at South Korea and I was just looking at how they are, how good they've been defensively, like Mang Babuga, even through Ama qualifiers wabo. Just watching them, J. And the type of players they have, yabo. But I was also convinced ukuthi angeke sihlule kule game there, yabo. And uh, from now on, I've always been saying ukuthi if Hugo Bruce plays like a balanced starting 11, like an attacking starting 11, a player that will cause an attacking threat rather than being scared. Yabo, maning ama team that will cause problems for. Even the big teams, we can cause problems for them. And what's nice about now, ukuthi achievile lento kade siyifuna, like going out of like zothini, like making it through to ama knockout rounds, yabo. Yabo manje sidlala nge-freedom because vele we've got nothing to lose kule World Cup, yabo. Sidlala nge-freedom, man. Like we can go all out against the Kenneth. I don't know. Maybe manje I'm sounding cocky, but angisabi Kenneth.
You know, you have every right to sound cocky kancane because of remember what Nkonzo and I said to you on our previous video. We said we have good players. We have players that are capable. We have a group, we have a bunch that is capable. It's all up to the coach. Remember, that's what we said, Nkonzo and I. We said it's all up to the coach. If the coach approaches this game a hard on, going pound for pound, then even though singa loser, but loser, we watched football, we saw something. You understand? And it's one thing that I've always preached to him. If we're gonna lose or if you're gonna bow out of the World Cup, let's do that having played the South African way, having exhausted all avenues, having exhausted all resources. You understand? Not to seeing being knocked out of the World Cup, whereby we have Maseke Penchini, we have Sibelebele, we have, Abu Muremi, all these flashy players. You understand? We mustn't allow or we mustn't agree to die with a loaded gun on our hands. I understand. We can't do that. And before Nia Pambila, I just wanna get the brief just from Nkonzo of how he is about the game and the atmosphere and everything.
Yeah, man. Happy days for the country, man. Happy days for the country. It's a good moment, man. For everyone, for every South African, even if we are not a football fan. But yeah, yesterday, yes, we made a history, man. And yeah, so we deserve that win. We deserve that win. We dominated that game from the first whistle up until the last. I believe we have good team, as I said before. So yeah, I mean, the team can compete. They can even surprise us. We can even see them on the last 16, man. I still believe we can make it to the last 16. Then already we made a history. But firstly, just want to congratulate the coach because we always doubted him, and for a reason. not just for nothing, for a reason, because of the decision he made sometimes. But again, it take like a good man or a good character to learn from your mistake and try to redeem yourself. Like look at Sole yesterday. Sole, like last week, everyone was complaining about Sole, but the time that's where we needed him the most, he just showed up, man. That take a character. Not everyone can do that. You understand? So I'm proud. I'm a proudly South African. I'm proud of the team. Proud of the coaches. I'm proud of the players. So yeah, it's happy days for the country, man.
You know, first of all, ngitheni ngibona lineup. I said, okay, Hugo means business tonight. I understand because of I looked at, even though I was still a bit scared. I was like, okay, midfielder, why angaqalanga mhlambe? Because of remember what we had from last week. For sure, most people wanted to see Mbatha or Adams, or for sure, most people expected Mbatha or Adams. You understand? But then I was like, you know what? I like what he's done with the front trim. Remember, we all suggested that he needs to start Umakhopa. You understand? So I saw the lineup and I was like, okay, he means business today. I look at the game. Yes, South Korea had a position, but we controlled that game. They had the ball, but we looked more dangerous. We looked more alive with the ball. We looked more mobile with the ball. You understand? And it's one thing that I said today to my colleague. I said, you know what? You see, if from the beginning of our first game or from the beginning of the World Cup, if Hugo had went pound to pound with Mexico, I'm not saying we're going to beat Mexico. Mexico looks good at the moment, but all I'm saying is if Hugo had approached the game, Leo Kale, Mexico head on, pound for pound, we would have given Mexico something to think about. Even if mhlambe besodliwa, but bekusoba igame esidliwa ukuthi bazwile ukuthi okay, you know what, zifikile lezi zasemzansi zikhona, they are alive. You understand? Because of you look at how he approached the first two, the next two games after the first one, he went head on, and it's like stop being a coward. You understand? So I want to give credit to Uya Sitole. He was playing like the rent was due. You understand? Yeah. He was playing like rent was due. It takes someone who has a very strong character to come out of a criticism that he faced and the backlash that he faced last week and come in and drop a shift that he dropped. You look at Mbatha, he went in proper shift. You understand? You look at the police, you look at Urile was causing problems. You understand? He was finding spaces. Lama chitang expectang akon. You understand? You look at Maseko, he was playing like rent is due now. You understand? You look at Umakhopa, you know Umakhopa. A lot of people, I think a lot of us South Africans, we understand the type of player that Makhopa is. You understand?
Yep.
Look at how he played yesterday. He won us a lot of balls. You look at Ilinka play, just general play, him dropping back to the midfielder to assist us. Look at how that ball, Begalela Pola Lila Wuti Linkenanjan. The Lapola Suge mover, Ulshang is 10 to Mahop. Litola and Alapan. You understand? Mahopa Tumfuke Muremi, Maseko. So Umahopa gave us something which Reynas doesn't give us. Forster doesn't give us. He gives us a good link-up play, good general play. He wins a second ball. He wins a lot of second balls. So Hugo credits, kudos. He approached that game pound for pound. He let Amachita play. He gave them freedom. You understand? And it's one thing that I said, but you know what? Let us dance. Let Urile dance, play Urile Lapana, and check now. We made it. You understand? So what do you have to say, Ntlantla, with regards to your Makhopa, with regards to Uyaya Lapana no
Firstly, I want to touch on Umakhopa, yabo, which is something that I always saying. When people say good, Umakhopa doesn't get you goals, yonke leonto leyo and stuff. Even to Umakhopa, firstly, he's not your traditional number 9, like a goal scoring number 9. Epolini, there's different types of strikers. Striker owazi ukuthi uyi-finish. There's a finisher of a striker, and then there's a false nine striker. Yeah, well, there's two types of strikers, mina, in my opinion, ebholeni. And Umakhopa falls under the false nine striker. The false nine striker's role is to make sure, it's not to necessarily score a goal, but it's to make other players around him look good. Yabo, it's to unlock amanyama players so that the whole team can be a threat going forward. You understand? And in football, I just wish you would see football fans would just appreciate a player for what he is. You understand? Uyeke ukuthi okay, striker kumele score ama goal, but just appreciate what he brings to the team. And that's what Umakhopa brings to not just Bafana Bafana, but to Orlando Pirates as well. Yabo. He's just incredible in making other players around him play. Yabo. And credit to Uyaya Izolo. Like putting in a shift where we needed him the most. Understand? Because him putting in a shift, Squazilo, we keep a quiet attack South Korea. Aboson is a bit frustrated. Bonilo son got the shouting at his teammates. And that's what you want to see. You want to see an experienced, dangerous player of your opponent, Yako, being frustrated. You understand? And another player I want to speak about is Ukhuliso Mudau. I mean, what a fantastic footballer. Like, Likona, a player currently in the world that Umudau wouldn't be able to make him quiet. Like, Likon. I don't know, but and Yabona Lendlela le esidlala ngayo is perfect for Umudau because Umudau loves open space and he has the energy for it. Yabo, he has the energy and the physicality for it. Umudau loves open space because he loves going forward and he has the energy to go back and defend. So lento yethu lento Hugo Bruce, like us trying to play deep. The first game, like Bobo and Mudau is uncomfortable with it. Yabo, Mudau is not used to just keep on defending. Yabo, he loves going forward and then okay, fine. Ish sengi pambil. Defend. He loves that. Yabo, back and forth movement and it suited him well over the past two games. So man, just happy with the over. Even Umudiba as well. He played well yesterday. I like playing that I could look at his all and say, that one had a quiet game. All players played well. Yeah, well, I'm just happy and excited moving forward. Honestly,
Nkonzo, we forced those guys to make 3 changes in the halftime.
Yeah, first off, first off, we are all over them. I believe at least we should have get a goal. But yeah, it was something positive going to the halftime, creating maybe it was 3 clear-cut chances or 2 clear-cut chances, if I'm not mistaken. But again, as I said, the team played very well yesterday. Played very well from the first whistle up until the last. We dominated the game. Okay, there was a time where South Korea, you can see that now they want to try something, but they were not that dangerous. You understand? But again, for me, the outstanding player on that game, it was Rele. He played very well, man. He played very well. You need that kind of player in the team who can make things happen, who have that vision, who's brave to break the line. I think Ukipo Masego, 2 times. M-keeper. So, like, even in 30 is number 10. So, again, Njengoba ngisho also Sole for mina, he's also a standout player yesterday. No, man, it's if you think about Abombogas Nabo Okoni, Williams, I know. It was a very good performance. It was a very good performance. But again, I don't think South Korea came to the party. The reason why, the thing is, maybe they respected us too much, but again, they wanted to come, but we matched their quality, honestly speaking. I cannot say maybe It's just because maybe beney'nkinga zabo, but simesh equality sakwazi ukuthi sicompete nabo. Yeah, then ama-players wethu, I think it has to do with the fitness. Ngibona engathi laba bantu bese bekhathele lawa. I don't know why. I don't know why, but ngibona engathi sebeshawa i-fatigue, sebeqala ukuphenikha, more especially when they reach final state and stuff. It has to deal with the pressure again.
You know,
I think
Untlantla raised a very valid point. Siba frustrated. We frustrated them. You see, for the fact that coach at halftime made 3 changes, that should tell you something. You understand?
Yeah.
It's them there and it's South Africa here. Everyone was expecting those guys to have a ball to knock us off the pitch. You understand? So
Yeah.
super frustrated, and you could see them being complacent. You could see them losing focus. You could it turned everything turned into our favor. You understand? I as well. It's a mate halftime. I was like, you know what? I don't know if you guys saw my WhatsApp update. It's a Messi go halftime. I said we might be onto something because if I looked at that first half and I was like,
Yeah.
I looked at that first half and I said, but another thing that I wanted to touch on with giving Hugo Bros more credits because of one thing about me personally, if you do the wrong thing or if you do into fans or phone, I'm gonna give you some stick and justifiably so. And even the fans, we gave Hugo some stick, but today with what he did, I wanna give him credits, especially with game Zolo. We aspect the game management. But if you look at the times that he made the changes and the type of changes that he made, game management.
It was spot on. Yeah, it was spot on.
Spot on, proper game management. You look at him taking a police, bringing in Umre. That's a good change. And ubheka nesikhathi lesi aletha umremi ngaso. You don't want to throw in a player in a very crucial game nga 83 minutes umfuna a change izinto overnight. It's impossible. Give him enough time now with adapt abe warm now inside the game. You understand? You look at the change that he made when he brought in Reyners, leaving in Omahopa because of he could see with Omahopa is giving us something. You understand? You look at the change that he made when he took off Orele and brought in Adams. You look at all of those changes and you look at the times that he made Lauma changes Lau. It's just proper game management, him reading the game and knowing when to make a substitution and what type of substitution to make. You understand? So I feel like, man, yes, I'm happy, but I just have to say, like, 10 out of 10. His approach to the game, his changes, his game management, just 10 out of 10. That game, we could have won that game 2 or 3-0, guys. Let's be honest. You saw the game, guys. So I just wanted to give him credits there, which mean he managed the game. He did the right changes at the right time and for the right players as well. Yeah, I understand. So, Antanta, I think you wanted to say something.
Yeah, man. I think we should just give ourselves credit. Going back to Lento Gonzaga with regards to South Korea didn't come to the party. Yabo. I feel like we made them not come to the party. Yabo. Because sometimes you can make your opponent not be themselves. Yabo. By you just being you taking the game seriously, you putting them under pressure, pressing them. When you get the ball, having that confidence of going forward and having that confidence we can create something and score a goal. So I feel like that's exactly what we did. And if you do that to your opponent, like show that arrogance and confidence, they can get shaken up. So I feel like in the situation we have ourselves which is for putting them under serious pressure and nullifying so credit to South Africa for that. And man, I'm really happy like making it through to our knockout rounds, making a history. Yeah, man. I don't know what you
I-
guys think about our next opponent. Like, I mean,
Okay.
yabo, with our next opponent, there's a battle that I'm intrigued by. Yabo le battle yaga Alfonso Davies no Mudau. Because I know Alfonso Davies loves to go forward. And Yamaz Alfonso Davies ukuthi uyi left back enjani. Yabo, and Yamaz
yeah.
ukhulisa Mudau akavumi ukuhlulwa. Yabo. So I'm intrigued by Leo battle leyo. Yo, can't
You
wait for
know,
Sunday.
I was about to be like, or I was about to say, okay, guys, jubilations aside, excitement aside, next game. Yeah, understand?
Yeah.
Next game, we're playing against Canada. It won't be an easy game. You understand? Can we beat the Canada? Yes, we can. I looked at the game and I said to myself, okay, they're good, but we also good. You understand? They're good, but we also good. So going to that game, at this point in Tlantla, you raised or you said something very profound at the beginning of this video. You said we have nothing to lose. So since we know we can't win the World Cup, we have to be realistic. I want Hugo to go pound for pound even for that game. Just as he did with yesterday's game. Yes, Mokoena is gonna be back. Angafuni ugenza lezi zinto zakhe zokubacktrack zokuba ekwala. Go pound for pound, let us dance. You understand? Start to really laphana. Let him trouble amachita laphana in midfield then. You understand? If it has to be Umaseko, if it has to be Umuremi Ngarapa, so be it. Like, let us dance. Next game, angifuni overcomplicate or manje abe stressed ukuthi let us dance. Let us play football. Let us play like how we played AFCON 2023. Like, let us play with freedom. Let us play with flame. He mustn't even be scared. I'm a cheater, yes, obviously. I'm a nerves as well. They're gonna be nervous, but for that game, I don't have much to say. Just get the proper midfield trio. Make sure we have a proper 10. That's all that I have for next game, guys. I won't lie to you. Yes, we're playing against Canada. They have very good players. You understand? You name about Alfonso. You name all these players. You understand? But I don't know how you guys feel about the approach earlier game. But for me, I want him to use the very same approach that he used yesterday. Let us just go and dance, Bafetu. Like, let us go and dance. That's all that I have, man. With the next game, I don't wanna be. I don't wanna go deep on like put in a proper starting 11 like you did. Yenza ama substitutions at the right time and the right substitutions. Mangabe siyadliwa, it's okay. You
Yeah.
understand? I don't know how you guys feel about the approach next game.
Yeah, so it's a tricky game, honestly. Keep it in mind, Canada, they are one of the hosting nation. So, and the thing, if we are kayenzile on the first game when we played against a hosting nation. So hopefully let's hope ukuthi ufundile from our mistakes wakhe, because already we made a history. Already we made a history. We've never been on the knockout stages before. You understand? And whenever you go with that first 11, you go with the balanced first 11, you manage to see the progress of the team. You can see that's how, like, the qualities of the players, how the team can play. So I like the thing Engifisa Eguti, he must not just panic, want to go defensive, as you said. He must just go with the same front three. Number 10. And one thing I'm afraid of, it's just ukuthi uzofuna ukubuya ngosithole noMgwena. That's one thing esemqondweni yami, because ngiyamazi ukuthi unjani. But yeah, I mean, let's not focus on the negatives. But the thing is, engibeke emqondweni ukuthi I know, man, Hugo Brozi, like, it's because we are playing against one of the hosting nation. Engafuna ukuthi exchange izinto out of nowhere and unnecessary. But I believe if ekwazi ukwenza ama-analysis, proper analysis, and also if any assistant right, because that's where this guy Helman Mkelele need to advise him and tell him the right thing, because man, there is no need, man. We've got nothing to lose, as you said, Tanta. So I just wanted us to go as like even this Sebenzela, why we keep on changing, why Sunuk change, because we managed to get good results out of this two games.
So I have a question, and my question is, Ntantla, going to Canada, are you starting Umahopa? And which pivot are you starting? Already number 10 say food. So you have Mbata, you have Adams, you have Mokoena, you have Yaya. Which pivot are you starting against Canada?
Okay. Firstly, let's start with the strike. I'm starting Mahopa. Having a Mahopa gives us an attacking threat because of what I've said. We unlocks Amanyama play. With the pivot, it's tricky, tricky because Uyaya had a good game. Game against the South Korea, but the thing is, when I watched them, I don't think they complement each other that well. Like Angbathand boy too, Angfundu Kamba man, I don't know, maybe bazoshintsha kule game leza, because I know Hugo Bruce uzobastatisa, but mina I would go with Utebs, because Utebs has to play. You understand? He's that guy. I'd go with Utebs, Nombata, because I really like Umbata. I think Umbata is very measured in midfield. He's got physical presence, he's got good short passing. Like uyakwazi ukuligcina ibhola, lose unnecessary ball. So I would start Utebza Nombata, and starting with Utebza Nombata, I would make Umbata be more of a 6 and Utebza be more of an 8, because Utebza, remember, Utebza is an all-rounded midfielder. Utebza can play as a 6, he can attack forward and link up with the attack, he can score goals himself. I understand. So I would make Umbata be more of a sitter, and then make Utebza be more of an 8, like a link and really, in terms of like bringing the ball forward, I link up and really, and pass it into the attacking players and create opportunities. So that's the pivot I would go for.
Gonzo, are you agreeing with what Ntlantes just said?
Yeah, obviously you need to start with Mokoena. He's a core of the team. He's one of the best players in the team. But currently, on the current performance, I would prefer to start with Jaden and Mokoena, because I know they complement each other, man. They have good understanding between one another. Jaden didn't perform quite well on the World Cup, honestly speaking, but I believe if you give them enough chance with Mokoena, they can make things happen. You can just let Mokoena to stay as a 6. Also, they just switch, man. Also, Jaden can stay as a 6 and can go as a 8. That's a good understanding they have. And also, you have Relay in front of them. So, yeah, Mbata is a good player, taking nothing away from him. But based on the combination, I feel like the good understanding between the two, how they complement each other. You understand? I will prefer to start with them, with 2 of them. Because, yeah, I feel like they are African champions, man. They managed to win the CAF Champions League with that midfielder. I'm an Orlando Pirates fan, but I feel like Woodsy, they're on top of their game, honestly. Yeah, they are on top of their game for me. But also, you can try to introduce him. Also, Usolenai, he's a good midfielder. But yeah, I will start with that too, guys, honestly.
Okay, just to I'm looking at the time, just to wrap it up. Score predictions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for
honestly. honestly,
Let's make it quick. Let's make it quick. Let's go.
for me, it's 2-1. South Africa will go to the last 16 with 2-1. And on one of those goals, Mkwena will score. Teboho.
Yeah, I'll go for 2-1. I think Urele will score his first goal in the World Cup.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the goals.
Yeah.
For me, I think Nyavumelana and the score predictions say no 2-1. I think it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be an entertaining game. But I'm not sure about the goal scorers. But I'm going with the 2-1. So I think that's all that we have for you guys. I don't know if you guys still wanna add anything.
Nothing. Just to just ask the supporters to like the video, to comment and inform us about their views on how they see what's our predictions, because we need to interact and stuff. You understand? But yeah, that's all I have.
Yes, Wafetu, as Nkonza has just said, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel, please show us some love, man. Please engage there, guma comment section, man. Engage. Tell us your score predictions. Tell us which midfield trio would you go with. Tell us which striker would you start. Tell us which wingers would you play. You understand? Like, let's make it more interesting. Everyone, this is a safe space for everyone. So just tell us how you feel. Tell us what you want to see. Criticize us if you have to criticize us, man. We're just doing this for the love of the game, man.
Guys.
I think that's all that I have for you guys.
Before we close, sorry guys, maybe 1 or 2 minutes. It's might be Hugo Broos' last game under South Africa, under Bafana. So it might happen. I'm not saying it's gonna be like that, but I want to, if you can explain him in one word, like on how you will remember him as a guy, as a coach, in one word. It's my legend, yes.
Legend.
Okay.
Why I'm saying that? Can I? Okay, because I'm just saying it off of the top of my head. Maybe legend at this point. It's not the right word. Maybe I can say an icon. Yeah, I understand it, because of he's that one person that came in and took us from nothing and turned us into something.
Thanks.
Now we have that global recognition. Now we're able to get to the World Cup and qualify to the Tomanoka stage. You understand that if it wasn't for him, I don't know where we could have been. And I want to give credit to Isafa for backing the guy. You understand, for staying with him. So a legend, an icon. You know, man.
You know, I totally agree with you. Because the point that you mentioned, for me, Hugo Broos, he moved us from that point of having a hope, and also to have expectations. You understand? Now we are no longer hoping something, but we expect Bafana to do. You understand? So we have expectations. Back then we have hope. One day, if we can be on the World Cup and stuff. Now we have expectations that we need to go there and compete on the World Cup. So, and that guy, we need to give him his flowers. It might be his last game as a Bafana coach. In one way.
I'd say, I don't know if you guys know this word. It's a big English word. I'd describe him as steadfast. Like, steadfast means like Uguti, you are focused. I understand. You know Uguti team of Sapi, and you know what noises to block to get the team there into the. Yes, fine. Sometimes being steadfast, you make the wrong decisions. I understand. But at least he changed again this time around. But you know, Hugo Broos is very steadfast. And like uyazi ukuthi ufuna ukuyaphi. You understand? We wouldn't be here if sathola umuntu ongazi ngempela ukuthi ufuna ukuyaphi, because njengoba nisho ukuthi wasithatha mfethu uHugo Broos in a place where we had no expectations for Bafana Bafana. Like bongafuna nokuyibuka. Like I was so disgusted by Bafana Bafana ngifuna ukuqamba amanga before you go to this thing. I understand. Now to the point where we're playing Ama World Cup, qualifying for knockout rounds. We're still having expectations. Njobo Nkonzo esho. Yabo. So Leonto Le needs a steadfast mind, someone okwaziyo ukufocus, someone ozaziyo ukuthi yena ufunani, ozaziyo yena himself ukuthi mina ngize ngaye la. You understand? So yeah, that's one word I would describe Hugo Broos. He's very steadfast.
I think again, the viewers, people who are supporting us, who are watching the video, please tell us in one word, what do you think of Hugo? And
yeah,
I'm signing out.
Thanks, guys. Sure.